In this video, let us solve the questions of exercise 13.2 which are taken from the chapter Statistics. The question number 1 is, the following table shows the ages of patients admitted in a hospital during a year. The table is given. Find the mode and mean of the data given above. Compare and interpret the two measures of central tendency. Now let us find the mode. Let us have class interval in the first column and the frequency in the second column. And from the table, it can be observed that maximum class frequency is 23, this one, belonging to the class interval 35 to 45. So modal class is 35 to 45 and lower limit of the modal class L is 35. Frequency of the modal class F1 is 23. Frequency of the class preceding the modal class F0 is 21. Frequency of class preceding the modal class F2 is 14. Class size H is 10. How will you calculate class size? Take any class interval and subtract lower class limit from the upper class limit. For example, 15 minus 5 is 10, 25 minus 15 is 10, 35 minus 25 is also 10. So class size is 10. Now mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Here L is 35, F1 is 23, F0 is 21, 2 into 23, F0 is 21 minus F2 is 14, H is 10. Now we have substituted all the values correctly. Now we have mode is equal to 35 plus 23 minus 21 upon 2 into 23 minus 21 minus 14 into 10. Now let us simplify. So mode is equal to 35 plus 23 minus 21 is 2. 22 into 23 is 46. Minus 21 minus 14 is minus 35 into 10. So mode is equal to 35 plus 2 by 46 minus 35. What it is? 11 into 10. So mode is equal to 35 plus 2 into 10, that is 20. 20 by 11. So mode is equal to 35 plus 20 by 11 is 1.8. So mode is equal to 35 plus 1.8, which is equal to 36.18. So modal age is 36.8 years, which means that maximum number of patients admitted to the hospital are of the age 36.8 years. In the same question, it is also asked to find the mean. So now let us find mean. Now let us write class interval and frequency like this. In the first column, let us write class interval. In the second column, let us write frequency. Now let us find summation of frequency. Now that means we have to add all the numbers under frequency column, which is equal to 80. Now let us add one more column to class mark or midpoint of the class interval. How will you find midpoint? Here add 5 plus 15. What it is? 20. 20 by 2. What it is? 10. Now Now you can find the next class mark or midpoint of the class interval by doing like this. Means 15 plus 25, that is 40. 40 by 2 is 20. Or you can go on add class size, that is 10 to each class mark to get the next one. 10 plus 10, that is 20. 20 plus 10, that is 30. 30 plus 10, that is 40. 40 plus 10, that is 50. 50 plus 10, that is 60. Now let us add one more column. We are following step deviation method, since here you can observe that frequency and this one class mark or xi are bigger numbers. If you follow the step deviation method, it will be easier for you. So we are creating one more column for ui, which is equal to xi minus a upon h. Here a is 40. Let us assume 40 as a. 10 minus 40. What is it? Minus 30. Minus 30 by 10. What it is? Minus 3. 20 minus 40. What it is? Minus 20. Minus 20 by 10. This is minus 2. 30 minus 40. That is minus 10. Minus 10 by 10. That is minus 1. 40 minus 40 is 0. 50 minus 40, 10. 10 by 10 is 1. 60 minus 40 is 20. 20 by 10 is 2. We have already created the column for Fi ui, means you have to multiply frequency as well as ui. 6 into minus 3, that is negative of 18. 11 into negative of 2 is minus 22. 21 into minus 1 is minus 21. 23 into 0 is 0. 14 into 1 is 14. 5 into 2 is 10. Now let us find the summation of Fi ui. For that you have to add all the negative numbers. What it is? 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. I will write it here. Carry 1. 1 plus 1 2. 2 plus 2 4. 4 plus 2 6. Negative of 61. Negative of 61. Here positive of 24. What it is? Negative of 37. So summation of Fi ui is negative of 37, because negative sign has the bigger number. Okay, bigger number has the negative sign. That one. So now let us find the mean by step deviation method. The formula for which is a plus summation of Fi ui upon summation of Fi into h. Now we have summation of Fi is 80. Summation of Fi ui is negative of 37. A is 40. Then we have the h is 10. We have the formula for mean is a plus summation of Fi ui upon summation of Fi into h. Let us substitute the values. So mean is equal to 40 plus negative of 37 by 80 into 10. Here 0 and 0 get cancels. So negative of 37 by 80. I'll solve this one for you. Here negative sign, this one. 8 fours are 32. I have written here. Carry 5. 8 6 are 48. Carry 2. 8 twos are 16. Carry 4. 8 fives are 40. 40 minus 4.625. What it is? You are very shrewd in solving such problems, isn't it? 40 minus 4.625 is equal to 35.375. So mean is equal to 35.375. So model age is 36.8 years, which means the maximum number of patients admitted to the hospital are of the age 36.8 years. The mean age is 35.375 and the average age of the patients admitted is 35.375 years. Now let us solve the second question. The following data gives the information on observed lifetimes in hours of 225 electrical components. The data is given. Now determine the modal lifetime of the components. Now let us solve it. Now let us write the class interval in the first column and the frequency in the next. From the table it can be observed that maximum class frequency is 61 belonging to the class interval 60 to 80. Therefore modal class is 60 to 80. Lower limit of this class is 60, that is L is equal to 60. Frequency of the modal class F1 is 61. Frequency of the class preceding the modal class F0 is 52. Frequency of the class succeeding the modal class F2 is 38. Class size H, that is equal to 20. You can get the class size by subtracting the lower limit of the class interval by the upper limit of the class interval. Now we have the formula mod is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Now let us substitute the values. L is equal to 60, F1 is 61, F0 is 52, 2 into F1 is 61, F0 is 52, F2 is 38, H is 20. So mod is equal to 60 plus 61 minus 52 upon 2 into 61 minus 52 minus 38 into 20. Now let us solve it. So mod is equal to 60 plus 61 minus 52, that is 9. 2 into 61 is 122 minus 52 minus 38, that is 90 into 20. 122 minus 90. Let us solve it. What it is? 32 into 20. Here 4 5s are, 4 8s are. So 9 5s are 45. Now let us write mod is equal to 65. 9 into 5, that is 45 by 8. Here 45 by 8. What it is? 8 5s are 40. Carry 5. 8 6 are 48. Carry 2. 8 2s are 16. Carry 4. 40. 8 5s are 40. So mod is equal to 60 plus 5.625, which is equal to 65.625. So the modal lifetime of the components is 65.625 hours. Now let us solve the question number 3. The following data gives distribution of total monthly household expenditure of 200 families of a village. Find the modal monthly expenditure of the families. Also find the mean monthly expenditure. The table is given here. Now let us write class interval in the first column and the frequency in the next column. The formula for mode is L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. From the table it can be observed that the maximum frequency is 40 belonging to the class interval 1500 to 2000. So the modal class is 1500 to 2000. Lower limit of the modal class L is 1500. Frequency of the modal class F1 is 40. Frequency of the class preceding the modal class F0 is 24. Frequency of the class succeeding the modal class F2 is 33. So class size H is 500. 1500 minus 1000 is 500. 2000 minus 1500 is also 500. So now let us substitute the values. L is 1500. F1 is 40. F0 is 24. 2 into F1 is 40. F0 is 24. F2 is 33. Into H. H is 500. So mode is equal to 1500 plus 40 minus 24, that is 16. 80, 2 into 40, 80 minus 24 minus 33, that is minus 57 into 500. 80 minus 57, that is 23. So 16 by 23 into 500. So mode is equal to 1500 plus 16 into 500. What it is? 8000 by 23. So mode is equal to 1500 plus, if you divide 8000 by 23, you will get 347.826. If you add 1500 and 347.826, you will get 1847.826. So modal monthly expenditure of the families is rupees 1847.83. Now let us find the mean monthly expenditure. So now let us find the mean. To find mean, now let us write class interval in the first column and frequency in the next. Now let us add one more column for xi. How to find xi? Add these two numbers. What will you get? 2500. 2500 divided by 2. What will you get? 1250. The same process you can do for the next xi or class mark or midpoint. Add these two, 3500, isn't it? Divided by 2. But you can also add what? Class size, what it is? 500 to this one. You will get the next class mark, that is 1750. If you go on adding 500 to each class mark, you will get the next class mark. 1750 plus 500, you'll get 2250. The next one is 2750. The next one is 3250. The next one is 3750. 4250. If you add 500 to this, you'll get 4750. We are following step deviation method. Here you have to find uy, which is equal to a xi minus a divided by h. So you have to assume a mean here. Let us assume 2750 as assumed mean. So now you have to subtract this number 2750 from 1250. What will you get? Negative of 1500 divided by 500. What will you get? Negative of 3. Here also 1750 divided minus 2750. What will you get? Negative of 1000 divided by 500. You will get negative of 2. 2250 minus 2750. You will get 500. Negative of 500. Negative of 500 divided by 500, you will get negative of 1. 2750 minus 2750 is 0. 3250 minus 2750 will get 500. 500 divided by 500 is 1. 3750 minus 2750 is 1000. 1000 divided by 500 is 2. 4250 minus 2750 is 1500 divided by 500 is 3. 4750 minus 2750 is 2000. 2000 divided by 500 is 4. Now let us add a column for FIUY. Means you have to multiply the numbers in under this column and this column. 24 into minus 3, that is negative of 72. 40 into minus 2, minus 80. 33 into minus 1, minus 33. 28 into 0, 0. 30 into 1, 30. 22 into 2, 44. 16 into 3, 48. 7 into 4, 28. Now let us find summation of F5. If you add all these numbers under the column F5, you'll get 200. So summation of F5 is 200. Now you have to find the sum of the numbers under FIUY column. What will you get? Summation of FIUY is negative of 35. So now you have summation of Fi is 200, summation of FIUY is negative of 35, assumed mean is 2750. The formula for mean is A plus summation of FIUY upon summation of Fi into H. Now let us substitute the values. A is 2750 plus negative of 35 by 200 into 500. Here 0, 0, 0, 0 get cancels. Here you have to multiply these two numbers, negative of 35 and 5. Okay, so mean is equal to 2750. If you multiply minus 35 into 5, you'll get minus 175 by 2. What it is? 2 8s are 16, carry 1. 2 7s are 14, carry 1. 5s are. So mean is 2750 minus 87.5. If you subtract 87.5 from 2750, you'll get 2662.5. So, modal monthly expenditure of the families is rupees 1847.83 and the mean monthly expenditure of the families is rupees 2662.50. Now let us solve the question number 4. The following distribution gives the state-wise teacher-student ratio in higher secondary schools of India. Find the mode and mean of this data. Interpret the two measures. So now we are given the distribution table and we have to find the mode and mean. Now let us find the mode. Let us write the class interval in the first column and the frequency in the next. The formula for mode is L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. From the table it can be observed that the maximum class frequency is 10, belonging to the class interval 30 to 35. Therefore, the modal class is 30 to 35, hence lower limit of the modal class is 30. So, L is 30. Frequency of the modal class F1, that is 10. Frequency of the class preceding the modal class F0 is 9. Frequency of the succeeding modal class F2 is 3. Class size. What is the class size? 20 minus 15. What is it? 5. Now let us substitute the values. L is 30, F1 is 10, F0 is 9. 2 into F1 is 10, F0 is 9, F2 is 3 into H is 5. So mode is equal to 30 plus here 10 minus 9, 1, 20 minus 12, that is 8, 1 by 8 into 5. So it is 5 by 8. So mode is equal to 30 plus 5 by 8 is 0. It becomes 50. 6 are 48, carry 2, 20, 8 2s are 5s are. Okay. 0.625. So mode is equal to 30.625. So the modal teacher student ratio is 30.625. Now let us find the mean of the distribution table. Now let us write frequency in the second column, class interval in the first column. Now let us add one more column for xi, that is class mark or midpoint. Before that, let us add all the numbers under the frequency column to get a summation of F5, that is equal to 35. I'll get class mark or xi. Add these two numbers. What will you get? 35. 35 by 2, that is 17.5. Now go on adding class size, that is 5, to get the class mark of the next class interval. 17.5 plus 5 is 22.5 plus 5 27.5 plus 5 32.5 plus 5 37.5 plus 5 42.5 plus 5 47.5 plus 5 52.5. Now let us add one more column for uy since we are following the step deviation method. Uy is equal to xi minus a upon h. So now let us assume a mean. 32.5 is assumed mean. Now 17.5 minus 32.5. What will you get? Negative of 15 by 5. What it is? Negative of 3. 22.5 minus 32.5. What will you get? Negative of 10 by 5. It is negative of 2. 27.5 minus 32.5, you'll get negative of 5 by 5. It is negative of 1. Now 37.5 minus 32.5, it is 32.5 minus 32.5, it is 0. 37.5 minus 32.5, it is 5. 5 by 5 is 1. 42.5 minus 32.5, it is 10. 10 by 5 is 2. 47.5 minus 32.5, it is 15. 15 by 5, it is 3. 52.5 minus 32.5, it is 20. 20 by 5, it is 4. Now let us add one more column for fi uy. That means you have to multiply the numbers of fi and uy to get the numbers in this column. 3 into negative of 3, it is negative of 9. 8 into minus 2, minus 16. 9 into minus 1, minus 9. 10 into 0, 0. 3 into 1, 3. 0 into 2, 0. 0 into 3, 0. 2 into 4, 8. Now let us add all the numbers under fi uy column to get summation of fi uy. So the summation of fi uy is minus 23. Now we have summation of fi, that is 35. Summation of fi uy is negative of 23. Assumed mean is 32.5. Class size is 5. Now let us substitute the values in the formula. A plus summation of fi uy upon summation of fi into h. Now let us substitute the values. Here 5 ones are 5 sevens are. So mean x dash is equal to 32.5 plus minus 23 by 7. What is the value of minus 23 by 7? It is 3.28. So 32.5 minus 3.28 is 29.22. Modal teacher-student ratio is 30.625 and mean teacher-student ratio is 29.22. Most states have a teacher-student ratio of 30 0.625 and on average the ratio is 29.22. The fifth question is the given distribution shows the number of runs scored by some top batsmen of the world in one day international cricket matches. Table is given. Find the mode of the data. Now let us write class interval in the first column and frequency in the next column. The formula for the mode is L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2. From the table it can be observed that the maximum class frequency is 18 belonging to the class interval 4000 to 5000. Therefore, modal class is 4000 to 5000. The lower limit of the modal class L is 4000. Frequency of the modal class F1 is 18. Frequency of the class preceding the modal class F0 is 4. Frequency of the class succeeding the modal class F2 is 9. Class size is 1000. Now let us substitute the values. 4000, F1 is 18, F0 is 4. 2 into 18, F0 is 4, F2 is 9 into 1000. Now let us solve it. So mode is equal to 4000. 18 minus 4 is 18 minus 4 is 12. 2 into 18 is 16. Minus 4 minus 9. That is 13 into 1000. 36 minus 13 is 23. So now we have 14 by 23 into 1000. 4000 plus 14,000 by 23. So mode is equal to 4000 plus 14,000 by 23 is 608.69. So mode is equal to 4608.69. Hence the mode is 4608.7. Now let us solve the sixth question. A student noted the number of cars passing through a spot on a road for 100 periods, each of 3 minutes, and summarized it in the table given below. Find the mode of the data. Now let us have the class interval in the first column and frequency in the next. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. From the table, it can be observed that the maximum class frequency is 20, belonging to the class interval 40 to 50. So modal class is 40 to 50. Lower limit of the modal class L is 40. Frequency of the modal class F1 is 20. Frequency of the class preceding the modal class F0 is 12. Frequency of the class succeeding the modal class F2 is 11. Class size H is equal to 10. Now let us substitute the values. L is 40, F1 is 20, F0 is 12. 2 into F1 is 20, F0 is 12, F2 is 11, H is 10. So mode is equal to 40 plus 20 minus 12 is 8. 8 by 40 minus 23 into 10. Mode is equal to 40 plus 8 by 40 minus 23 is 17 into 10. So mode is equal to 40 plus 8 into 10, 80, 80 by 17. So mode is equal to 40 plus 80 by 17 is 4.7. So mode is equal to 44.7. Hence the mode is 44.7. Now let us solve the sixth question. A student noted the number of cars passing through a spot on a road for 100 periods, each of 3 minutes, and summarized it in the table given below. Find the mode of the data. Now let us have the class interval in the first column and frequency in the next. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. From the table, it can be observed that the maximum class frequency is 20, belonging to the class interval 40 to 50. So modal class is 40 to 50. Lower limit of the modal class L is 40. Frequency of the modal class F1 is 20. Frequency of the class preceding the modal class F0 is 12. Frequency of the class succeeding the modal class F2 is 11. Class size H is equal to 10. Now let us substitute the values. L is 40, F1 is 20, F0 is 12, 2 into F1 is 20, F0 is 12, F2 is 11, H is 10. So mode is equal to 40 plus 20 minus 12 is 8. 8 by 40 minus 23 into 10. Mode is equal to 40 plus 8 by 40 minus 23 is 17 into 10. So mode is equal to 40 plus 8 into 10, 80, 80 by 17. So mode is equal to 40 plus 80 by 17 is 4.7. So mode is equal to 44.7. Hence the mode is 44.7.